การ Another Tech Support Sunday. And we are live. And all the bits flew out of the cup. Oh no. Let's see. Where the hell we were at. This... How am I going to install 4 lights on this case? If I add more of this RAM... RGB? Of course, Nighthawk. Good RGB memory. Get all the clips. Here we go. Nighthawk. Shop. And remove Bob's away. This guy. Problem. Boots. Now, what could be wrong with this one? Happy Labor Day, everybody. No CPU. Take it off. Ryzen 5. You order another. Straight up 2600? Yes. $542 processor. The i5-70. $1080. Okay, we can build this. We can build it. Let's build. Sounded like it was raining for a second. Yeah. Let's use our i5-7000. How many CPU coolers do you have? Oh, good. I have enough. Use the CryoRig H7. Handsome look. Alright. I just realized I actually opened all these, or they were open when I put them case in. On Q, hey, can you show me and explain me how to overclock? What do you want to overclock, Wanku? Are you talking about CPU or talking about your video card, memory? Memory's a little leery. I assume you mean processor though. Yeah, okay. Number one, what's your processor and what motherboard socket do you have? You always get a blue screen. Does it say CPU Watchdog on the blue screen, or does it say oh god, what's the other one? Because a Watchdog error typically means that there's not enough cooling, or there's a voltage limit that's surpassed. Actually, I can show you in one of these computers real quick. Do you have a Intel or do you have a Ryzen CPU? Oh, are you talking about in-game? Or are you talking about in Life Wanku? Because certain CPUs and motherboards don't have i7 7700K. Talking in-game. Intel processors are a little bit more tedious to... Yeah. Intel processors are a little more tedious when it comes to overclocking, I find. That might just be me. Just a second, I can show you the world. Actually, I could show you in just a second. I can just pop this out. Replace this with the... I think I have a K-SKU with i3. No, I don't. I did that for nothing. Basically, you gotta go into your BIOS. You don't want to... What you don't want to do is you don't want to uptick the base clock speed. You want to up the multiplier. And you only want to move the multiplier up a little bit at a time. Especially if you don't have any... You haven't adjusted the voltage. If your PC won't boot and it crashes, you need to up the voltage a little bit. But there's two different blue screens. One... What is a little bit... Okay, what is in this? I can just throw memory in it real quick. Alright. Instance, this... Oh, this is a Threadripper build, but the, This is a Threadripper build, but the overclocking isn't going to be much different. Basically, you're going to have something that looks like this. Banku. It always crunches at the benchmark. There's a program utility that you can download that'll help you test its ability. I'll show you that in a second. But this says base clock here is 100 megahertz, and the multiplier is the ratio. The multiplier is 40, which brings us to a clock speed of 4,000. For like this, I only like up the multiplier by like 4.75, and I might adjust the voltage by like 0.05. And we can apply changes and restart. Let me get my USB in here. And remove programs. Now, you can buy GPU Tuner and OCCT. OCCT is a overclocking benchmark tool that actually lets you stress test the system. Add GPU just... Also gotta install the virus scanner. But certain processors, like for some reason, like I don't get the 7700K to overclock too much, and I don't know why. Because you really need beefy cooling for that. But once it starts up, okay. So this is OCCT. You can buy this in the shop, and this is an overclocking stress test utility, kind of like CPU-Z in real life. Now you see we have an overclock of 1% because we're running at 4,075 megahertz over the original 4,000. Right. Okay, you do have it. That's good. Now, there's several things that happen. Number one, the CPU temp, we're going to see it throttle. If it shoots over 90 degrees C, it's going to immediately go into a blue screen. And also, if our power draw goes above our power supply's capability, like this PC in itself is, how many watts? 1200 watts. So we got a lot of overhead with this. Basically, we're going to let that turn on. See what we can do. While that's benching, or stressing I should say. Now you see how this is constantly going up. And once you hit a certain threshold of, and we're at 78C, we can actually overclock this further. We just want to make sure that this value doesn't go over what our power supply is, and we also want to make sure that the CPU temp doesn't jump over. We really don't want it to go above 90C. But we can actually restart and go back into the BIOS and try to up the multiplier again. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the ratio. We're gonna up the multiplier to 4.125. We're gonna go. We're gonna apply our changes, and we're gonna restart. And this is how you if you go too aggressive right off the bat, and it just crashes immediately, chances are you gotta increase the voltage. Voltage will increase stability at the cost of thermal performance. So, like, I didn't up the voltage when I increased this ratio. So we'll see if it actually maintains stability. And actually, ooh, we don't really have much headroom to go. It's actually really surprising because I'm not used to overclocking Threadripper this well. At least in this game. But one of the nice things about the Intel series, in this game at least, is that you can add a lot, and I mean a lot more voltage than you would normally think. I'm gonna up this another 0.5. Let's see if it actually stays stable. 'Cause I'm actually really surprised that it's not shitting the bed. Power draw is 400 watt. My total power draw? Yes. Oh, here we go. If this is the blue screen you say, if it says a clock interrupt was not received. If this is there's two different blue screens. This is the first one. A clock interrupt was not received on a secondary processor within the allocated time interval. Now this means, this particular blue screen when you're overclocking, means that we need to increase the voltage because it's not stable at the current clock speed. Then the other one is usually wattage, or if it's a watchdog, it's usually wattage or power. Actually, I'm gonna up the wattage a bit. So 1.4. But typically on an Intel I series, you can usually go about 1.4. You can go right up to 1.45 volts. Usually. It depends on the I series and it depends on the cooling you have available. Nope. No go there. We gotta up the voltage a bit more. This is probably the last time I'm gonna up the voltage. 0.45 is about the threshold for Ryzen. I wouldn't do it in real life. Oh, whoops. Okay, we are at it. Freeze. Ooh. Let's turn it on. Okay, it looks like we're stable now, but ooh, we are thermal throttling now. So we are actually going to get worse performance out of this chip than previous, so go ahead and restart. Reduce the clock speed and volt. About the threshold as we can get out of it with this current cooling. Water cooling for better performance? Water cooling will give you better performance, yes. But this is just as a for instance, because I wanted to show you what would happen. I really didn't need to overclock the system at all. It was just the one working, functional, overclockable machine I had on my benches. And right here, we're right around 87 on air cooling. It's actually really impressive. It's 4.125 megahertz. Actually, pretty steep performance. 9 days. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be a bro. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna get rid of this 7400 and I'm gonna get a 7600K in there. Maiku, thank you for the follow, man. Or friend, I don't know your gender. But I hope you appreciate and enjoy your monster taco. Drop the bait. What's up, dude? there any need for what? Oh. What are you running virus scanner? That's part of the that was part of the request for that machine. Was to clear out the viruses. Yeah, I see what you mean now. No, but part of the thing was remove viruses in this machine. And add lights, which I'm waiting for because I ordered memory. Alright, so we're gonna come back tomorrow. I'm waiting on parts at this point for everything. Go to work, pick up my parts. Yeah. I'm doing okay, drops a bait. How are you doing? You live in America, you're celebrating Labor Day weekend. Glorious 3-day weekend. Alright, now I'm also going to add, I'm actually going to add water cooling to this. Just because I do want the better performance out of it. That, and I'm a sucker for putting NZXT Kraken in everything I can. Such a good looking pump. Gotta add a I gotta add a power supply. Do I have 750? 500. Fuck this bad boy. This on. Go white with. Go across the pond, England. Oof. No Labor Day, though you guys get more bank holidays. How is lovely England this time of year? I imagine wet. I was stupid because I'm new to the game. Not a problem. I have the Messify C, but I have the dark tempered glass version myself. It's a beautiful case. Michael, you don't learn if you don't ask questions. Am I right, my friend? Ooh, I need to add storage to this. Last .2 drive. Let's get. BIOS. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna set the RAM profile on 7600K. Okay, this is how the 7600 series looks. Build my PC today. Awesome. Awesome, friend. That is fantastic. So we're gonna overclock this 7600K. So basically, it starts out at 1.2 volts and 42. Now, your initial voltage adjustments, once you get a feel for it, you can just go right to a voltage that you know is stable. But because I don't really get the chance to overclock the Intel I series, because for whatever reason I never have the K SKUs in stock. We're just gonna up the We're gonna up the ratio by 0.200. We're gonna up the voltage to 1.3 just to see. Apply changes and restart. We're gonna install our. Looks a lot like the actual MSI BIOS. Yes, several board manufacturers and partners have actually added their UEFI to the game. Gigabyte also did. Asus also did. Oh man, what a ruckus going on outside. Let's install OCCT. It really, when they did it, when they first added overclocking, I'm like, woo. The BIOSes don't look like shit now. It's amazing. They look terrible. Up. Yes, we did this. Okay, we got 2. So, I don't know why I loaded into that, because I didn't have to. Tech savvy, would I say I am outside this game? I've been building computers for 15 years. I've been there since the AMD Athlon XP series. I've been there through the Pentium 4 Prescott era. First computer I ever touched was an Apple LC2. I was 3. So, I have a bit of history in the tech world. That temperature is actually pretty reasonable for an Intel. 7600K overclocked. I'll never get over how fucking hot Skylake runs. Ridiculous. 76 degrees. Stable, we got more wattage to go yet. Let's restart and go back to the BIOS. Up the ratio by 46. Maybe I could get to 5 gigahertz. Maybe. It'll probably, the thermal efficiency won't be there. Been a console peasant for years, but like I said, I built my first ever PC today. Ryzen 5 2600X, MSI 1080, MSI P450. A good build, man. Stock cool. To be honest, I would not overclock the I would not overclock 2600X on the stock cooler, because it's gonna get really hot really quick. I mean, it's a really really good and really nice stock cooler compared to like what Intel offers you, but I still wouldn't recommend overclocking on the stock cooler. Like, you can get decent overclocking performance out of like a Hyper 212 Evo if you want to go air cooling. The Noctua DX, whatever it is, tower style air cooler will also work. Like, you don't have to have an AIO to overclock. You can actually overclock pretty well on a standard, on high-end air cooling setup. Let's stress test this a while. On a stock Rathspire, ooh, clock interval will interrupt, so we need to up the voltage. Was 1200. Got an aftermarket cooler. Well, interestingly enough, the Hyper 212, which is like the standard air cooler that everybody goes with aftermarket, is $20. And it's a very, very good cooler. Got a 1.4 volts. No, I shouldn't do that. That's reckless. I should go to 1.35. You always want to make very small voltage changes because you don't want to overshoot the voltage you need. Oh, that's right. It's in across the pond. It might be $30. $20 here, and you can get the slightly less. There's another model of it that's like slightly worse, not really all that much, but it's like $15. Oh, look at that thermal performance here, 53%. Ooh. Ooh, and we're not thermal throttling. Oof. I was hoping to get to 5,000. That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen on this. But yeah, that's the secret to overclocking. It's basically make a change, see if it's stable. If it's not stable, up the voltage. Check it again. Alright, it's stable now? Let's up the clock. Is it stable now? No. Up the voltage. How's the thermal performance? And if you get to like a really high threshold, you want to stop. Right around 90-100C is basically the threshold for most processors now. Like, I think Intel's like max temp that I recommend is like 110, 120C. Ryzen, I can't remember, but I think it's either 90 or 100. So now we can what was the max wattage? 297. Yeah, because we can overclock this core clock to about 2000. I think that's a what, 1070 up. To about, well, to 2050, I guess. I see this. like the looks of an AIO personally, but and it doesn't have to be that expensive like the EVGA DLC 280. Yeah. Yeah, I mean most of the Corsair H series goes for like 120 to 160. And they can be had as cheaply as $60 if you get the H60, but that's only a it's only 140 millimeter rad. I mean, it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, but it all depends on what you're attaching to it. Mm-hmm. Which actually reminds me, because my H110i V2 is actually, they'll be approaching the 2-year mark shortly. And this coming March, I'm planning on upgrading my CPU, the Ryzen 3000 series. And I might change out my AIO, but I'm not 100% on that. Okay, let's fix this bad boy here. 2600. CPU cooler. I don't know what the CPU cooler on this was. Was this because? No, it wasn't. That wasn't the last one I picked up. I forgot thermal paste, man. Mistakes were made, accidents have happened.
Back then, when I got home from work, you were always there waiting for me. And that was all I needed. Just you.
Boot.
But on that day,
Pop this bad boy out. Go with the RGB memory.
there was that pocket watch. That and a small piece of paper that had just one word written across it.
Oh.
Farewell.
I was about to say, where the hell's that memory? Why? Nothing else in it. Why is it not bringing up the... Oh, there it is. Ah, I missed it. Didn't see the other memory over here. God, I was working on Ryzen. Hey, mistakes were made. Drop. Mistakes got made. Really old monitor. I'd like to save up to 144 hertz. I'll tell you this much. Drop. And one of the biggest, since you got into PC gaming, one of the biggest things that is going to probably change how you view PC gaming is a 144 hertz display. Once you go to 144 hertz, it is mind-blowing how jarring it is to go back to 60. IO shield, oof. You got to put that in first. But yeah, 144 hertz is way more important to me than higher resolutions, in my personal opinion. Once you experience 144 hertz, it's and you go back to 60, it's so jarring. Learn from your mistakes, eh? Yeah. Except in real life, I've never forgotten to put thermal paste on a machine. What is the 255, 255?
Why must something be wrong for me to want to see my old friend? So, nothing's wrong? Well,
Yeah.
say that.
That is hideous. Yeah. Up. On the machine. And once you go to 4, you can't. Like I bought a laptop so I could like stream on the go. Like nothing major, but it has a 1050 Ti in it and Coffee Lake CPU. And for the price that I got it for, I couldn't really beat it because it's a hell of a lot of laptop for 650 bucks. But Where was my train of thought going with that? Oh yeah. So the one day I was out and about and I tried to play Siege on it and phew, Siege at 60 hertz is really hard for me to do. Oof. Ripperino 1070. You are not gonna be enough. I need to go with that 1080. Wherever the hell it went. There it is, the Strix. You didn't enter the BIOS, I'm dumb. Here you go. Do that. Right off the bat, memory. Take that up to 15. That's not accurate at all. Second monitor. That's what I always did. I currently am in possession of 4 monitors at the moment, 2 of which don't get used. I got my last panel right above my current one, and this one's a Samsung 144 Hz curved panel. Love VA panels. I don't know why. I really, really like VA panels. D370G. It looks like it's a different form factor. That looks like a it is a micro ATX board. Holy shit! When did they add micro ATX? It's awesome. It makes some super small builds. Buy all the parts. Yeah. New parts. We got an ADATA XPG Z1 8 gig 4266. Jesus Christ, that's some fast memory. New build. Install water cooling. Yeet. Can you recommend curved? I personally enjoy curved. I can't tell you exactly what I like about it so much, but I really do enjoy curved panels. Both of my monitors are curved, actually. And I have one right on top of the other, and actually this one's crooked. There. It's still crooked. There we go. But yeah, that was driving me nuts. 2218. Ooh, we can overclock that GPU even further. We can. But 2021, we can up this to 1500. Like I said, I really like VA panels. Other people don't. It's all a matter of perspective, what you enjoy out of it. And most VA panels are curved. Oh shit, we can still overclock some more. Go even further on that memory clock. 1703. That'll add a bit of heat. Really, you don't have, oh man, I don't know what retailers are around in Great Britain. Or the UK, I should say, because I don't know if you're from Wales or Scotland, maybe. Or Northern Ireland. 44 hertz around Christmas, yeah. Yeah, can't go wrong. You'll get better response times out of something other than a VA panel. I mean, I get a simulated 2MS, but Yorkshire, Northern England. Because I know when certain folks like just say, "Oh, Great Britain," people get angry. Like, "Oh, so you're from England?" No, I'm from Wales. Fuck off. Gosh, 8319. That's gonna be a big machine. Oh, hey, it's your case. Yeah, I didn't even know this came in white. And I would have gotten it in white, but my desk is white. My walls are white. That would have been too much white. Oh, too much white. 8319. That's gonna need some parts. 319. Not gonna say Threadripper. That's definitely gonna need a 2700X. Boobadoo. Boobadoo. Is it 8,000? That would be 2 Vega 56s would be the cheapest. About do. I feel like we're gonna need a bigger power supply. And two 1070s would overkill 80. Really overkill that. Vega 50s. Oh, ooh. This is the new. Woof. A lot more expensive, but I like the Adam partner cards. Okay. Parts would be for that machine. We're still 600 under. Theoretically, yes, you could. I stream on a 1700 with 16 gigs of RAM. It all depends on the bit rate that you're putting. It largely depends on your internet for the encoding. Well, not really, but your processor is going to dictate the encoding. We can overclock this GPU a little bit more. $2040. We're gonna go up to 17, 15. Hopefully that stays under 90. 20 megabits up. Yeah, you should be able to have enough bit rate. You should be able to upload enough bit rate quick enough in order to stream. You should be okay. I mean, I would recommend starting off streaming at 720, because that's the easiest. 720p is the easiest thing to stream. Like it doesn't look like shit. It doesn't look super compressed. I only started streaming in 1080 after I got affiliate. Yeah. Start off in 720p. And, you know, it should look pretty decent. You can go 60 frames per second with 20 megabit upload. 20 megabit or 20 megabyte upload a second. I'm going to assume you meant to say 20 megabytes. Probably only stream World of Warcraft, which is... Well, here's the thing. Encoding largely puts a lot of stress onto the CPU. But you have a 2600X, right? That's the 6-core? Yeah. That's 6-core 12 thread. You should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. Pretty good. I don't have any other parts here. Is there a deadline on this right now? Oh, okay, we're good. We can go back tomorrow for that. Turn off the lights when you leave, kids. Keeps your electricity bill down. Ooh, another case there. Walked in. A lot. These questions? Nope. I mean, that's why I do this. Do this to answer questions. Because it's, you know, it's there's a lot of anxiety when you go into something brand new that you've never done before, and you're just browsing the internet trying to obsessively make sure you don't fuck something up. And it's easier when you just have somebody that's in the know. Like back when I started, like my all my best friends were in a vocational program for IT and stuff, and a lot of them they taught me a lot, and then the rest I just learned by just doing, winging. Bills apparently I've been using power that 4 people would use on a basis. That's pretty wild. What are you, Bitcoin mining, friend? Mining crypto, huh? On to you. Okay, this one was the fix. Does it boot? It does boot. What is wrong with you? No boot device, so the hard drives. Deado. Deado. Hard drive is deado. Terabyte. Bam. One of the weird things I love about this game is the fact that tables back to the regular plain ones. One of the things I really love about this game is when you change out a hard drive because it dies, you don't have to reinstall the OS for whatever reason. I just find that hilarious. Why is the CPU controller not turning? I think that's dead too. Glad I saw that. That guy's also broken. I think I have another for Tony. That's ooh, there's something still wrong in here. Apparently. Bet you it's one of the RAM sticks. Bet you money. You find that out in the thing. I don't know. I did have a PC before this, which was a friend's old PC, an AMD FX 6300, 9750. Yeah, well, the 6300 runs hot. Well, even then, top fan wasn't spinning either. I could have. Well, to be really fair, the AMD FX and the AM2, a lot of the AM2 platform boards were pretty shit for power regulation to fans. My 8350, for whatever reason, if I would try to plug two 140 millimeter fans into the case, I mean into the motherboard, it would just not turn any of them. Like, it just would not provide enough power. So I had to like rig it from a actual Molex to the fan outboard, and I had to use like 3 fan splitters to get all my fans running. Memory's working. What else is broke? 2 4 gig sticks. Yeah, that's right. That 1030's spinning. What else is? Oh, top fan. And I'm glad I just like noticed it, because it would have drove me fucking insane until I found it. Give you a more Tony 140 and properly fit this case out. There we go. There we go. That's interesting. I haven't encountered fans being broken. I guess they really did try to add more like requests and stuff. Top fan. Oh, I didn't even see that. Top fan was spin. Oh, I didn't see that. But no, even with 6300 and a 9750, you would never have came close to 850 watts. Even if it was an unrated power supply, you never would have gotten anywhere near that. That setup's only about 350. That builds. Get some email going here. Like this. Like. Boop boop. 3D Mark score of 10,000. Do I need to build a computer, or do I need to upgrade one? I think I need to build one. Nope, I need to upgrade one. That'd be pretty bitchin'. I hear you work with computers. 8796. Install water cooling. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a build. That's also fairly proud of my build. Looks really boring, especially for a massive side panel case. Well, you know, you can be all right, but in all honesty, you know, mine's pretty subdued. I gotta put a picture of my PC on the channel and some. Cool. Okay, so we need to pop in. You remove this first. Boo, boo, boop, 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 boop. It's not boring, dude. Actually, I really like that motherboard, actually. Really nice grayscale. But, you want to know something that'll really, really kick up the look of your board? Look into cable mod cable extensions, like the braided ones. Add a little bit of pop and color to that. Like, changing cable mod extensions and sleeved cables really bring out, some life to your case. I can't recommend them enough. Order some grain red ones. There you go. There you go, buddy. That will do it. That will absolutely do it. Memory. Oof, this is a lot of memory I'm throwing into this. Holy shit. Yep. Pop them Strix Vega 56s in here. It wants. Oh, they also want it. Let's get it done. CPU. Yeah, it's really gonna make your case pop. Not gonna lie to you. As much as I like the dragon, I want a 40 rad in here. It'll move more air. Ah, boy. Get that dust filter back on. Justify is just such a good looking case. Tells ya. Case fan. Let's spruce this up a bit. Only takes a 120 in the back. Back. Up. Don't have another. Okay. Let's go with white braided. I don't remember buying any of these. Oh gosh. Ribbon braided white. That's right, the braided don't work for whatever reason. Go with loose plain white. Nope, it still won't work. How about the cables just somewhat don't fucking work? It's something I wish they would address, like, sooner than later. I really, really do. Okay, so that looks like everything's set up. Got to get in my USB drive. And I forgot to put in any storage whatsoever. Just realized. 85. Need to buy more M.2. My last SSD too. Anyway, thanks a lot. I'm gonna be off. It's gonna up to a follow. Oh, thank you. Drops a bait. Enjoy your monster taco, friend. And I do this every Sunday. Every Sunday. And yeah, well, Reddit's a very conflicting community to ask for a build, because then you get a lot of fanboys coming out, but there's a lot of people that are willing to help you and actually give you some valid advice for what you want to use that hardware for. Will you stream only on Sundays? No, I'm gonna stream tomorrow actually. There's a schedule down below in the channel that I don't often update as much as I should, and I know I should. But I am streaming like tomorrow. I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning, and then I'm planning to stream later on at night. I don't do a lot of streaming during the week, but you'll normally see me on the weekends. I work a very weird shift. And I don't even know what my work schedule is for next week. Well, for the coming week. Once I find out, then I update the schedule. But that being said, if anybody has any tech questions that they want to ask me and I'm not playing this game, feel free to ask. I will answer it. Like, you'll see me play Siege now and again, and maybe once in a while you'll see me play a random Battle Royale game with some friends. But if anybody ever has a tech question, I'm more than willing and happy to answer it. 796. 8700K. We need a Coffee Lake motherboard. I just dedicate Sundays to the tech support stream because it's the one day of the week that I can honestly always commit to. And there's only like in the past like 5 months since I started doing it, there's only been like one Sunday where I couldn't do it. Being way often. You're cool for your age. I don't know what that means, bro. Yeah, I'm 30. Nobody could tell. Okay, we got X470 boards. I didn't want AM4. I wanted Coffee Lake. Yes. Need more M.2. More M.2. Yeah, buddy. Want 1070 Ti's if you can get it. You like the Zotex? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I'd like to stream more frequently, but with my work schedule, I just can't commit to it. Because it's very frequent of me to work 10-hour, 12-hour shifts in the middle of the week, and I work third shift. So if I'm working 12, if I'm working a 12-hour shift, I'm working like 5 to 5 or 7 to 7. It's just a bit much. I got like a lot of I got stuff to like, I gotta clean, I gotta do stuff for work, and then when I get done work, it's like 5 in the morning. I just went to bed. We need another 750 watt. From Germany, whew. Tag friend. Tag Freund. Here, I butchered the pronunciation on that. Like, what? 750, right? Yeah. Where'd that Corsair go? There we go. Order the parts for that tomorrow. Okay, so that's gonna be ready and go. Oh, I overshot that by a billion, but oh well. Still under budget. Good looking case. Although I wish you could add your own fans to the rads, because I would have really liked to added. Would have really liked adding. Yeah. I took German in high school for a whole year after taking 3 years of Latin. Tried to get on the German trip, but that wasn't happening. The German teacher was not having that. Like, nope, you have to be German 3. You have to be German 3 or German 4 students in order to go on the Germany trip. I'm like, ah, fuck. I would have loved to have gone. Weird. Oh, boy. Accept upgrade to 8 gig of RAM. Do you even need German in North America? Well, not overly, but it was one of the, like, my school only had 3 language courses. One was Latin, Spanish, and German. And I took German because, like, once you get up to Latin, like, 2, it's just nonstop verb conjugation, and, like, that brutalizes my asshole whenever I try to learn a language. I just can't do verb conjugation. It's just a really rough time. And then funny enough, after I graduated, they added French to the curriculum. And no, they still have Latin. I had to think about that for a second. 10,000. Oh, damn. And we are removing a 1030 out of this. Ooh. That's gonna need some parts of Reno. It's gonna need 2 1080 Ti's, I do believe. What are they offering? 2540, okay. We need ATI Strix. Let's go with the cheap ones. There we go. We'll wait on that. I want to see what's under here. Ryzen 1300X. Yeah, that's not going to get us. We're going to need a new. That memory's going to need a 2700X. Got memory. You speak 3 languages. Oh, color me jealous. I've always wanted to learn, like, I always wanted to get fluent in another language other than I've always wanted to. But, like, I just have a very hard time learning languages. Right to 8 gigs of RAM. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I was about to say, what's with all the 1030s, but that's 10. We wanted what? How much memory do you want? 8 gigs? Yeah, we got you, fam. Fam, Viper, take it. It's all up to you now, dog. Let's see. I do feel like it's more it's probably more beneficial to know more languages if you live in Europe. Because clearly you're completely fluent in English. Even your grammar in the chat is pretty stellar. Really, most people claim it's the hardest because there's, well, spelling conventions in English make no sense. I will admit that. Spelling in English is just weird. I grew up with it, so it makes sense to me for whatever reason. Yeah, but yeah, learning German, the Dirty DOS is what freaking slaughtered me, friend. Oh my gosh. I could rarely keep track of it. Okay, we need order the parts for that, and the parts are here for this. Pull the trigger on that, and come over here. Okay, that's benchmarks running. Bueno. Let's put in our motherboard. I will say this, like your number conventions are also really long. Like to say 138 is be 138 38 like that. I probably got it wrong. And you guys actually like write out the numeral, like it's funny. Learning German. The interesting thing is my German teacher was also. Wait a minute, this isn't the board I ordered. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. Not. Yeah, this is the board I ordered. Isn't the C. I didn't order an 8350K. Where the hell's the CPU? Same date, I don't care. That in certain like professions and stuff are really weird in German. Like compared to English, like cell phone. I do believe you guys call it Handy. The short word for phone or a mobile phone. Yeah, that's it. Handygeschlecht Mobiltelefon. One of the cool things though about learning German in high school was my German teacher in high school was actually a native speaker. Her family actually immigrated from Germany. Really cool. It's really different learning a foreign language from somebody who actually, you know, is a it's their first language. It's just different. Let's see here. I wanted to throw the 1070 minis in here. Oh look, they're adorable. They're so tiny. Oh my gosh, look at the little guy. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. And I can't move that drive bay now. It's dumb. There we go. Yeah, that just swings out of the way. How about that? Bam. Way to go about it. So we are going to pop this other 1070 in. Yeah. Purple cables. Yeah, I do. And they don't show up because cables are still broken in this game. There they go. Let's set the memory. Maybe it won't let me. Weird. Oh, there's no RAM in it. What? I did not put RAM in. Whoops, nobody saw anything. Nothing happened. And if you say otherwise, I will deny it. Oh, that looks terrible. That does not go there. Use a big stick of 4200, 3200. Two of them. There we go. Got some class to it. Now we can set the memory speeds. I'm gonna kick my VR controllers. That's interesting. If you don't put in the RAM OC will not show up. Never knew that. Because it's never happened to me. Let's see here. Let's start up this benchmark. Take care, Wanku. Thanks for stopping by, friend. Thank you for the follow. And hope I see you again. Be good, friend. 3981. What? What's the processor? 8700K. And 60. 4187. We got 3981. I bet you I can overclock this. Definitely will. Take care. Start now. No. Follow CC. Oh man, it's warm in my apartment. Really nice day, but I was on the road all day today. We can actually overclock processor a little bit. Itty bitty bit. 700. Maybe not. 39. Pascal, so it's going up to go on. Might be a wattage issue. Not thermal throttling though. Amazing. I think we're gonna be alright. Oh, that has a 700 watt power supply. Good. We are good. Get that running. That's waiting on parts. Yes. Waiting on the 22X. I have it? No, I don't. I didn't start. Oh wait, this guy wanted water cooling. Did it dumb. Need water cooling. I only have that one Kraken. It's gonna have to happen. Oh, and it won't let me put it over there. Damn it. Gotta put that fan back now. This filter back on. And the front panel. It's sharp looking. I just wish it had more ventilation available to it. Still running. Let's see what's on eBay. I need another hard drive. Oh, it's only 18 bucks. Fuck it. 1070. Yep. 750 Cooler Master. Yeah. Don't really need the 960. I got a billion of them. 390. I'll take it, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Demented. Thank you for the sub. Ooh, yeah. Appreciate it, friend. Demented Clan. Thank you for the subscription. I didn't even watch the Bit Cup. And see if you knocked anything out of it. Building bits everywhere. Done. Yeah. There you go. Didn't do anything other than pop a new memory module in and overclock the 10. Easy money. H700i, black and red. Upgrade. Play Battlefield 1 at recommended spec. Yep, bring it. Oh, when we gonna play again? I don't know, man. Don't know. Oh, what did I play with you? Oh, wait, wasn't it Cuisine Royale? Was that you? That was so long ago. Oh my god. It's just, I gotta stop working so much, man. That's the rough part. Just working all the time. Yeah, that was fun. Good game. Actually, AK's online. Think. Online? Yeah. He's still online. I might invite him to something. A little bit. Oh boy. Like that money. Discard. Yeah, I just wish I didn't work so much. I really didn't. I got a new AEG I gotta rewire too. Okay, this still waiting on parts. Anything else? 1151 socket. Now I know that's not true. I've seen your computer, Kyle. I've seen it. Trying to find a new story mode game to play? What kind of game are you? What type of game are you looking for? Because I got several suggestions actually. Do you like RPGs? Do you want a like action adventure? Do you like hack and slash Demented? Because if you haven't played Nier Automata yet, that is fantastic. That's a story to be experienced. Keyboard and mouse controls though are garbage. I would strongly recommend a controller on that. This is broke. Won't boot up at all. 11 stock at LGA 1150 PGA processor. Come on, Kyle. Love the Tomb Raider game. Yeah, I mean, you might want to check out Nier Automata. Especially if it's on sale, I would strongly recommend you get it. Check it out. That game is a fucking field train, man. My power supply with the 960 in it. Why? Means that this broken. What's it about? Well, it's a sequel to the PlayStation exclusive Nier. Except for it takes 4,000 years in the future of that game. And basically it's a series of androids fighting off machine life forms that came from another planet. And basically you're fighting the machines and discovering more and more about the world around you and The game that really heavily delves into like post-humanism and like what does it mean to be alive. It's a really, really good game. Like what is the point of life? There's like a very big theme to the game that eventually leads, you know, everyone down to a B- on ESEA. Brag about it. Jeez. PIR. But Nier Automata is a very good game. If you're asking me for exclusively PC titles that are really worth checking out, hold on, let me check my library real quick. If you really like indie games, Demented, the Orwell series is pretty fun. It's basically it's you browsing like the internet trying to track down like terrorists and stuff. It really makes you think about things. Because basically you grab onto a little bit of data and then that routes you to like 5 other points, and you got to just filter and select what is the appropriate thing, what is really going on. You got to sift through all this data. It's a pretty good indie game. Also a story to it. There's something else I played recently. I can't remember. Dishonored franchise is pretty good if you're into stealth games. I'm pretty sure that was on sale recently. I don't know if it still is. I don't think it is. What's on sale now in the Steam? Oop. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Ooh, a lot of Rockstar games are on sale. If you haven't played GTA, I would strongly recommend doing that because the single player is worthwhile. Shadow of War is on sale, and I can tell you the first game was really good. I'm sure they only expanded on that. And Final Fantasy 15, the PC, the Windows edition, is on sale on Steam for $25. I was talking to me about this new game is about flying to different planets and build. No Man's Sky or Astroneers. Hate the new messenger in Steam. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work. I wanted what, 10,000? Oh, Battlefield. Will it run? Battlefield 1. Needs a 1070 at least. We have that. Pop that bitch out right now. 70. Oh. Yeah. There's a 1070 for him. Yeah, that one. No Man's Sky. Honestly, the game got a lot better. It really did. That is a game where you can just turn off your mind and just do. I will not lie to you. Very. Ooh, that processor's gotta go. Wait. 10,000 and I put in a fucking 1070? That ain't gonna fly. Unless I have another 1070. I do. Now we can start cooking with this. Not gonna work though. None of these are. I need a 7700K. Wait on that guy. I had a bad motherboard that I got her a Z370 Gaming Pro Carbon. And No Man's Sky's, I mean, now I can honestly recommend people actually trying it. It's a pretty decent game now. So much to it though. It's a time warp. Carbon. There's a lot of 370 boards all of a sudden. This guy, okay, I don't need any parts. I can order this. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, there's not much of a story to it, though I will warn you. I mean, they expanded on the story, but I mean, it's not really a story-driven game. Although the quests did they added a lot more quests to it, but it's still it's not a game I would say is overly story-driven. Fire air cool. No. Get those 1080 Ti's in here. Man, a lot of amber lamps coming through the area. It will not fit in this case. What the fuck are you on top? Good. I don't know why it's telling me it won't fit in this case. They're the two smallest 1080 Ti's I could get. Might be the air cooler. Be too big. Nope. New case it is. Mildly annoying. It's an upgrade. I don't know if it's gonna let me just remove the power I don't know if it's gonna let me remove everything and change the case out. I don't think it is. No, it won't. Son of a bitch! There's no way I'm gonna get, like, if I can't... Why won't it let me crossfire or SLI into this? This is gonna be... No, I'm just gonna have to put all this shit back and just cancel it. Thought this was a fresh build, but it's not. Yeah, that's right. I had to order the 20X for it. Free. Actually, I don't care. I can't be bothered to give a shit. Yeah. Build something for me, install two graphics cards. Yes, I can. That's. So now I can use. This guy you need what? 1,000? Oh, Battlefield 1, why was I... Okay, I'm losing my mind. I did not need to SLI this at all. E270 CPU. Okay, I'm waiting on get a 7700K, right? Okay, so this had a diagnose, had a bad mother. E370 broken. Okay. Okay, now I got my shit together. I ordered the parts. Check PC Bay. Gonna order 580s. Series always did 750. Damn. Go. Close it off. It'll work. Got a new case. This EVGA. Hideous EVGA case. So ugly. I honestly don't know what EVGA was thinking with this fucking thing. The real case. Build. 749? I could SLI 210. That is way too much case for this. That is way too much case for that. Get deep S340. That's for sure. Oh boy. That's right, docks away. Yeah. What happened? 8086K? Yeah. Okay. So graphics cards. What motherboards do I have in stock? A cheap 270. Motherboards. E2. Okay. God, there we go. Do that for tomorrow, then that'll finish that build. Okay. Want water cooling? No. Okay. Cooler. Hyper 212 LED. Back to the classic plane. Pop in our old USB. Going to load 3D Mark, and we need. Yeah, we just need to load 3D Mark. That up over here, put the panel back on. Could have a new motherboard for this. Yeah. Doot, 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 doot. Sure. Why the? Let's say why though? That. goes through the case and put on screws, screw things. And now back to this guy, which we ordered parts for, so done. Pay my electric. That, click that. Computer request. 60. That's 3 builds now? Yeah. Got water cooling. 2508. Fine R6, the water cooler is going to get the fine R6 because that's got far more room for water cooling. Motherboard. For this EATX board that I don't think will fit in anything I own. I have available. Oh. Fine R6 does take EATX. Okay. That's gonna need a gonna need a 70. Okay. Get to 508. Oh. Gotta figure out what we're gonna. This little guy going to get eye in it. Honestly, I don't know. There's the okay. Does have M.2. I don't that to it. Minor power supply in this bracket first. Okay, what is this? This is 876. $876 and be done with. Another 7,700K. 70 carbon. Now for this guy back here. Actually, we could order another Z2. Guy's gonna get like the i3, I think. Yeah, I'll put in 3 into that. DTI, no. They don't SLI. I have one 960. I have multiple 960. Okay, that will work. That's gonna get 2 960. I could pop the power supply. Nice. 500. Put the bracket on. And we gotta come back for the parts tomorrow. Turn on lights, come back. Next day. Go to work. Ooh. A lot of our stuff came in. It came in. PC Bay. Right. Now for this really dumb, dumb multi-GPU setup that I'm gonna. Run the i3-1600. Gets rid of that. What do I want to put in here? Probably some of these one-off chips that I used. G960. Hey, what's going on? The Boner Identity. Awesome music. Yeah. It is what it is. I had to double take that. Second. What's up, friend? Oh, okay. How's it going? Too cooler. Oh yeah, that looks pimp. Pimp fly. Stupid dope shit. You feel like about 2 on. How are you today, friend? Right away. That's sharp looking for a really underwhelmingly powered case. I love multi-GPU setup for 3000. Stop hitting my desk. I'm alright, can't complain. Just got back from the shore. Fortunately, it rained all weekend, so didn't really get out to do much, but it was a good time. Change of pace. Now, tech support and a highlight of my week. Building 960 SLI machines to get 3749 on 3D Mark. I love these super underpowered SLI builds because it's just so dumb. I want dual GPUs, but I only want 3749. I'm like, oh, that's two 960s right there. Hyper underwhelming performance. So, guy gets another two. I ordered too many 270 boards. Yeah, I did. Way too many 270 boards. This is a much more potent machine. The 876. I do think I still have a strict something or another. My newer inventories, yeah, 1070 would work. Wait, was it 7000 or 687? One, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that Strix card is gonna go in. The only thing that's remotely downloaded this once just to check it out, but it wasn't working right for some reason. Well, it depends on how long ago you got it. Because, I mean, it's still early access, it's still a work in progress, but as far as I've experienced, it's been pretty stable, in all honesty. This son of a bitch is gonna get some M.2. It clashes with everything in it. Oh. My last 500 watt. I don't know why it zoomed in like that. Jesus. Like, what was the matter? Was like stuff not like clicking properly, or was your cursor? Like, I had an issue where my cursor just was like off center, but I think that was stream related. Everyone was going nuts about it. I'm like, I don't understand. Oh, okay, yeah, I got mine from Steam. No, wrong cables. Oh. Red won't go in this. Doesn't look right. No. Cable. I have blue cables, I think. Ew. Don't work. Cables only work on fans. I don't. Enter BIOS. Stuff wasn't clicking right. Yeah, some things are a little odd to grab onto now and then, but depending on how long ago it was, I would definitely recommend giving it another shot, my dude. Pretty good time. Chill game. Super chill game. But, okay, in this a while. I am all about that efficiency. Yo diggity. That was stupid fast. Well, it was clicking right on my screen, but this, for whatever reason, like the stream was like the cursor was a billion miles away. That was like the only real thing I had, and there's a couple things that glitch out now and then. Like some parts just won't go in. Like earlier, I had an SLI build that I couldn't SLI into because the case wouldn't fit 2 cards, which it absolutely can. I've done it a billion times. Is this water cooling? Yes, it does. These trays. All of these can. You know what, I never noticed how freaking big the Define R6 actually is. It is enormous. Oh, what? That is cool. Yes, you can blue screen a machine on this. Especially if you have thermal problems or if you're overclocking. So cool. I never knew you could do that on the. That's so nifty. I like that. I like that a lot. 72. I don't know what parts are actually going to go back in. Beauty panels, right? Yeah, there we go. The parts will go. Drive bay won't. That ain't going back in. Never going back in. There we go. Yeah, zoom. Yeah, boy. Look at this CAD render. Look at it. Revel. Okay, so wires, cable. I'm gonna go with light. Not that it would matter because it's all black and the cable colors don't work yet. Up if I put memory in. Boy. I open this. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That 3 mark. A lot of attention to detail in the game. Yeah. Pretty good at it, actually. Like, especially since they added the BIOSes. Game. Oof. That is nowhere near where it needs to be. Get rid of this. I need to get a bigger, beefier cooler on that. I am going to overclock this power gauge 70. Go. I'm going to overclock that processor. CPU. Go to 1 point. Alright, let's get us in the ballpark. Good ballpark it for us. Okay, we're also going to overclock that GPU. The overclocking tool. Yes. Speaking of which, is this done? 37, 33. Ooh. Like, I'm gonna have to overclock the GPUs on. I'm gonna have to overclock these 960s in this SLI setup. Never thought I'd say that in my life. No, it's just. Game's super chill. Can't recommend it enough. How many hours do I have? God, how many? 9 hours. Giggity. You have a job doing stuff with PCs? Not at the moment, no. I have worked with PCs in the past. But mostly it's mainly a hobby. Mainly a hobby over the past 15 years. Building computers for friends, family, myself. Is it stable? Clock interval. Okay, so we need to up the voltage CPU. 1.5, I think. I has to go with Intel. Gotta reset it. Okay, so neighbors are making. Color anyway. Okay, we're thermal throttling. I'm gonna bring that down a bit. Damn. Pretty similar to actual thing. Yes and no. I mean, there's some intricacies that are simplified, like installing a PCU into a socket, motherboard standoff, screw selection. Cable management is very, very simplified in this game. Like, it's not something that really goes wild. Let's see if that helps, because we were idling way too high. And a lot of the values in overclocking, like the voltage and the frequencies and stuff like that, that doesn't really translate that all that hot. Especially for the GPUs, because I know for a fact that the memory core speed on a 1080 is not 2100 megahertz. It's way higher. Like GDDR5 is typically around the 4 gigahertz realm, I believe. Could be wrong. Mix it up. But like, the voltage in order to get to like 5 gigahertz on Intel is different. Like the overclocking values are getting better, but they're not quite similar to real life yet. So I wouldn't try to simulate an overclock in this and then try to replicate it in real life, because it really won't pan out that well. All right, we should be under amp. Nope, we're still not. Son of a bitch. Just. What? Let's just throw a Kraken in it. I think I have a Kraken. Think I have another Kraken. I have another AIO. It won't fit. Any other. Done? Yes, you're done. Get you done. Back together. If I could buy more R6s. Not an expert on clock values, but i7 with a 1060 gig, but now I'm okay, chill. There you go. That's one way to do it. Value locks are cases. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this is my main PC. I have 2 laptops. Because I bought a new one. I gotta restart that. Arriving tomorrow. That could be anything. Only gonna take a 240 rad. H80i. I forgot they added all the Corsairs to this. Get that, because I want to see. Okay, now we need to slam the voltage. Let's go up to, like, we don't really need to overclock this all that much. It was pretty close. 1800. Let's check out the stress. Bothering the ship by a lot. Quite a bit. How many days do I got left? 2 days. Okay, I can wait for the to come. And this passed the stress test. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this a passive flying color. I can actually put it back together. Did I check eBay yet? No, I did not. 70, yeah. 2. $3.99. Red Ripper. Cooler. Like money. Magnet. Guy paid me $1,600. Let's appreciate this. These story missions are so ridiculous. Let's appreciate the fact that this guy paid me $1,600 to build him what is essentially an i3 6300 with 2 960s in it. That's dumb. Very dumb. Nobody should pay anywhere near that price for this. Added more Corsair cases, right? Oh, this is done already? 3961. Bam, got it. You're on the cusp of getting a benchmark. Overclock it. The reason being not an Esper, I don't really touch it as long as I can run a playable. I'm good. Hey, fair enough. Some people aren't comfortable with cracking something open. Other people are. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like a lot of especially if you go on like a PC Master Race subreddit, a lot of those people get a little toxic when you talk about pre-builds, and I'm like, and you know, we should be more accepting of the fact that some people are not comfortable with going into a computer, even though we know there's really nothing. Even though the ones among us that build frequently know that there's really nothing to be afraid of. You should just go for it, but some people are just not comfortable with it, and they're not comfortable with it, you know, and they just want to buy a pre-built, go ahead. You do pay more for a pre-built, but, you know, your money, you're assuming a grown-ass person, and you can do with it what you want. It's one of the more toxic things I see in the subreddit. Oh, you need to build, don't get a pre-built, and I'm like, well, you know, some people are just not comfortable with it. That's all right. We should be more open to the fact that people are coming into this hobby of PC gaming, and eventually they may get into modding and upgrading parts and components and stuff like that. You know? That's how I personally feel. This is a fucking huge fuck off CPU cooler, Jesus. I bet you it's CPU, kid. No CPU found. Called it. Holy shit, that's such a tiny fan. Ryzen 5 6X. Order that. Got our cooler here. I was gonna be really bummed if it didn't fit. Change that to blue. Woo. Watchdog timeout? What the fuck? Did I not apply thermal paste to this? I don't think I did. I'm gonna be straight 100 with you. Oh, there's a lot of incredible builds out there, and a lot of people get really fanboyish about like hardware that people select. But at the end of the day, if what you buy works and does what you want it to do, I mean, that's all that matters. Like personally, I'll flat out admit that I do favor AMD. I've built with AMD for 15 years, and I prefer AMD. But I'm not gonna sit there and tell somebody that they're dumb for buying a Coffee Lake processor. Because quite frankly, if that's what they want, that's what they want. Everybody has a different... There's a different philosophy to PC building, and everybody has a different way they go about building. I try to maximize money for performance, which typically ends up with me building with AMD. Not all the time, but it typically does. And some people just want the best, just money be damned, just want the best. And that will typically lead you into the HEDT on both sides. Or, let's see, is that actually stable now? But that typically leads to Intel. You know, as much as I do love Ryzen, Intel still has the edge in single-core performance at the moment. That could change in the next 2 years because the manufacturing process shrinking over the next 2-3 years is going to be it's going to be interesting. It's a very interesting time to be a PC builder. Very, very interesting. We are good. Can run this benchmark now. You. What's your problem? Oh yeah. I need to order your processor. Hey, is that it? Oh, I had a build here. Okay. Hey, I can. Sure I can. 70. I have Ryzen board? Not. That's something. X70. Those will arrive tomorrow. Process for that. Those benchmarks, well, it all depends. It really does all depend. The difference in single core performance to me, in terms of what I value, in terms of single core performance, the 20% leverage that Intel's top end has is not a justification of the $200 that additional $200 it commands from me. Now, somebody else has more value to that performance. Just because I don't see it doesn't mean it's not true for someone else, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just gonna need a 1080. Really don't like throwing around my 1080s all that. Billion 1080 Ti's. Why? That's since no. Okay, that wasn't a 1070 Ti though. Huh. I also have two 9s. Not a show. I forgot to plug that in. Do you think of the RTX? What do I think of the RTX 2080? Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna buy one. Mainly because, like, I have my upgrade path set. My next upgrade is going to be the next generation of Ryzen 7s. I'm gonna get the 3700X. The 1070 Ti that I have, yep, and I went out of focus. There we go. The 1070 Ti that I have is more than enough for the resolution I play at. Get me 144 hertz now. So I'll probably get another year or two out of that. Piss on your balls, idiot. Fuck you, Japan. But in all honesty, the RTX 2080, I won't know anything until the benchmarks come out. You know, there's a lot of rumors going around about it. Like, ray tracing really turns down the frames, which makes sense because it's ray tracing in real time, which is a very, very, very impressive thing that it's doing. But most gamers are looking at resolution, frame rate. Like, that's pretty much it. But I wouldn't expect it to really give any more. The 2080, I don't think, I wouldn't expect any more than 20 to 30% improvement over the 1080. Or 1080 Ti, I'm sorry. It's not, it's never earth-shattering from launch to launch. And if you have a 1080 or a 1080 Ti, I don't think the cost is really worth it for you. But then again, like I was saying earlier, if you want the best and latest and greatest, then that's what the value of that you have when PC building, and you gotta have it. Ah, damn it. Correctable hardware. Something happened. Or is the GPU overclock still going on? It might be. It was. Oh, it wasn't. I have to reduce the overclock on. I'm gonna bring this down another table. But yeah, that's what I think about the RTX 2080. Real-time ray tracing, rendering is absolutely incredible. It's an amazing white whale that's been chased for the past like 20 years. The fact that it's here now is pretty groundbreaking. But real-time, we need to kind of lower our expectations. We're not going to see 60 plus or 60 plus frames when ray tracing even 1080. It's such a demanding thing. Lock and roll. Okay, so I need to bring down the core clock. Okay, well, I'm gonna go saw some wacky stuff. What? What do you want about Japan? Just because they play your music every week doesn't mean that you can go all wild about it. Go off the chain and chat. Tired and drunk. Ah, makes more sense. Fucking erupt. Bitch. Gotta lower the speed. Took me a second. I forgot you were Greg. Oh boy. Go to 46. Pretty stable at the big hood. Oh god. Why is he drunk? Not that rough. Hit the processor. Not. That should do it, so I'm gonna be back tomorrow. More parts. Eat. Memorial Day. It's Labor Day tomorrow. Nailed it. Bad boy is done, and I cut it quite a bit. Fine. Got to use it. 980s. Let's put this away. But yeah. I wouldn't be too hyped about the 2080 until we see benchmarks. Like actual benchmarks. Because I also want to see non-ray tracing performance. More so than anything. That's the more interesting. My humble pie opinion. No. Oh, this was just broken. Too. I don't even remember. Boot. Get this spicy out of here. Dunzo builds on. Pull another H700. And we are so close to level 26. I want to. Ryzen. The 580 and 1080 Ti's at the boot. I have a plain Jane 1080 on TI. Not be able to get away with 580 if I got him. Big if. That might work. Bit of a Frankenfuck, but work. It will work. Now I'm pretty sure a radiator can fit on that little bracket to the. I gotta remove this for whatever reason. Popped it. Terrible. Might be able to overclock it. Yeah. I totally forgot. Don't have it. There we go. Set up the memory. Right, yeah. Good newbie. Okay. See if this actually works here. Why did I install that? I just do not know. Ah, Dr. Jenkins. I didn't think he was gonna be online. Birthday. Happy birthday to Dr. Drinkin. Dr. Wow Wowie Wow. I mean, Smeef. Wow. I love when, absolutely adore when Streamlabs does that and something so dark, so uncontrasting. Smeef Monk. 56. Hello, how's it going? Oof.
Back then, when I got home from work, you were always there waiting for me. And that was all I needed.
I don't know why I kept typing 280. I don't get it.
But on that day,
Good, that's good. Being good is always good.
when I came back home, the only thing there was that pocket watch. That and a small piece of paper that had just one word written across it.
Copy written.
Farewell.
Use that and I'll sue. How's Smeef Monk doing? Interesting name, friend. Game PC in real life? Well, I am streaming from it. I do. I built it myself. Been building PCs for 15. Oh, what? Play driver at timeout fail? What? What on earth? Do I not have enough wattage? What on earth?
But slowly I realized,
It's two 570s. It should.
little by little,
It.
something inside of me.
Say that's plugged in.
After 6 months, I made
Yeah.
another bet with myself.
Hmm.
That I would leave this planet, start a new
Do I not have enough wattage?
I didn't come here to blame you. I just wanted to know why. Why you disappeared like that.
The way you talk about it, you seem to think that time really has
570?
disappeared.
Huh.
That's a story from long ago.
Weird. What graphics do I have? I have a 1070. I have a 1070 Ti. The EVGA. I don't remember it. But it's like the EVGA ICX SC. I don't remember. But it's a 1070 Ti.
Well, I didn't say that. Yeah.
B. Just gonna throw a 1070. Good. So it gets us there, and hopefully I can overclock it back where it needs to go. Days do I have left on? 1 day. Other thingies in.
Nothing is impossible. Often meets
You?
his destiny on the road he takes
Oh. I didn't think Doctor was gonna be home at all. I'm gonna throw a 10 in that. Game day. Here we go. Yeah.
Your mind is like this water, my friend. When it is
Oh, those late 20 blues, man.
difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle,
Yeah, nobody's ever around. Everyone's busy. Happens.
it is time.
This will get done. We're gonna turn this on a while. Get this out of the way. Boot. Strong likelihood. Bad motherboard. Don't have. Smeeve Monk, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your monster taco, friend. Delicious cheesy bastard runs around, so you gotta be quick. Gotta be real quick. Get the monster taco. Thanks for the follow, though, friend. Oh boy, might play Fear the Wolves later. I keep forgetting that I'm board broken. Get a B350 board in here. Shot. And I just get it in here today. Get it done. Are you kidding? Lock this. I love how I have so much money in this game. I can just, it's so reckless. I was so tediously cheap with buying components and stuff. Like, I would double check, like, make sure, like, I was making a profit. Now I just don't care. Ugh. Ugh. Per clock. Go up to 2. It. I do believe we're golden. Okay, well. Be good. Let that run. Keep toiling away on this guy. For this. I can. But kind of remember how much? Not much. Back in. That's done, so. Finito. Find it. Done. $13,866. That's too. I do. I have two. I have 31082. That will be full, but I'm gonna need 60. When does that X370 board come? Buzz. I'm gonna need Threadripper. They paying me 1,000. Okay. Carbon. And need that. Oh wow, it breaks down now? That's awesome. Holy shit. Go with Corsair. Go with 1000 megahertz. Yeah, no. Cool. That's build on the wall that I forgot about. Oh no, that's the current one. It'd be the Threadripper build. Gotta get that together. Guess I'll use the absolutely disgusting DG86. I can't. Hideous case. Oh, I'm gonna need a monster power supply too. Go with 13. Did put in, yeah. Power supply mount. Have it yet? Where's do I have? I do. Okay. That will wait for tomorrow. Gladly upgrade your PC. Okay, select the money. Ooh, we're right there at the cusp. We just got one more job and we're at level 26. One more. But we'll get that Threadripper build done tomorrow. Be at level 26, or am I at the level cap already? Then I believe call it a we got power. A lot of motherboards. I got off of eBay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to reinstall a couple of these. PCI slot back. Tediously opening up the RAM slots. Okay. Memory. At the bottom. Processor. Triple rat. I thought for a second that was a quad rat. That would have been really weird. They're really, really rare in an AI. Not have a dust filter on it? I forgot. I didn't. Yes, I did. I was gonna be so upset. Fall apart. Okay. Install OS. Benchmark it. Gonna bench. This thing's gonna bench like a tank, like a fighter jet. And I forgot to set the memory. Forgot to set the. Do I overclock Threadripper? Let's not. Not yet. Not yet. Holy crow, 30 frames in the opening scene. That's nutty. Really crazy how they simulate this benchmark. Like, I'd really love to like learn more about how they go about doing. Be a really cool looking museum, man. Holy shit, this might actually get through the whole benchmark. Normally, it cuts off this once you get this far. There is a time limit. And it got through the whole thing. 15, 454, 9. Now we can up. That beauty panel back though. Not the best looking, but it's super potent. Okay, why can't I collect the money? Kate. Ah, I didn't put the mount on, but I put the shroud on it. Okay. That threw me off. Collect the money. Oh, I'm at the limit. Oh, there's no more. Oh, I'm at max level. Damn. Oh well. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for everybody who came out, talk about their tech stuff, problems and builds and stuff like that. It's always nice to see computer builds that viewers have built. Give it the rundown. Wanku, thank you for the follow. Drops the bait, thank you for the follow. And Smeefmonk66, thank you for the follow, friends. Demented Clan, thank you for the subscription. Really means a lot to me. Really appreciate it. Everybody who turned out, thanks for coming. And those who were just lurking, didn't say anything in chat. If you ever see me streaming and I'm not playing this game and you have a tech question or you have a PC related question, feel free to ask. I will answer it for you. So, anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great night.